doing to me?
Holding his head. He's got
one at a time. American flag first.
and then the Annie in 2012 had like
Good job.
70.
It's a weapon. Watch it.
Not everybody's puts it quite like that. Jen, you're looking great.
Thanks,
You made the line.
Spencer!
Zach. Відганявся.
No.
Armin.
That's it.
All right, Michael. So where are they? Nicholas is still fumbling around.
Olivia!
Oh, beautiful.
I'm not going to get Olivia walking up. I'm not getting Olivia. There's too many kids.
They're behind the girls.
Nadia.
Oh.
I'll be able to get Alan though.
Where's Jack? Oh, I see him.
Thank you.
Oh, you betcha. Yo, good, awesome. Both of them. Good. Messing with their hats. Yeah. Nicholas's hair. Funny. I know. Cute. Hiding. Do you have a seat? Oh, back here, right? No, you're fine. Oh, okay. Jack, right? Yeah, buddy.
they're a row behind.
I text them.
We got a ton of food on my own.
Okay, now we
Good morning, and welcome to the Chicago Valley High School commencement celebration for the class of 2018. Please join me in welcoming Class President Tierney Kovacs to the stage. I will get even louder, I promise. Please join me in welcoming Class President Tierney Kovacs to the stage as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing and join me in welcoming our talented chorus as they sing our national anthem.
Yeah, Mom.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Families, friends, Dr. Cosentino, members of the Board of Education, and my colleagues of Region 12. I'm honored to stand before you as we gather today to celebrate the class of 2018. Families and friends, welcome to this exciting day in the lives of our students. I consider myself blessed to share this experience with you each year, and I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this journey. As a parent of children who graduated many years ago, I experienced the same emotions that many of you are experiencing right now. With mixed emotion and enormous pride, I sat where you sit and looked back at other milestones. First tooth, first steps, first day of school, crazy schedules, carpools, prom night. And yet, the firsts that are yet to come are ever more exciting. As much as I enjoy reminiscing with parents, I now direct my remarks to you, my amazing students, for this is your day. Each year, I spend time throughout the school year thinking about what I might say at graduation. My goal is to capture what you mean to me and what you have meant to our school community. In expressing those qualities, I hope to leave you with a few of the characteristics I've seen in you that makes me confident about your future. The overriding thought that came to me this year is a paraphrase of a popular book. All I need to know about education, I learned in senior project. You expressed your creative sides in ways that took you out of your comfort zones. You learned new skills or furthered skills that interested you, much to the delight of everyone who witnessed your talent. Remember that feeling of accomplishment. Remember what you accomplished in completing your projects. Your propensity to learn new skills will serve you well. You took deeply personal emotions and experiences and created opportunities for learning. The causes that you represented were benefited by your passion, your energy, and your desire to educate the public. Those who attended your events came away with a better understanding and appreciation for causes that you hold dear, and we are better for it. Remember the interest you generated, and imagine how that interest will be paid forward. Your passion will serve you well. You challenged yourself to higher levels of accomplishment in activities that intrigued you. You sought to improve yourself and to help others to improve themselves in doing so. Those who attended your events learned important lessons of self-improvement, boosted their personal confidence, and had fun doing so. Remember the enthusiasm you generated. Remember that the force of your personality was the main reason for the success of your event. Your motivational skills will serve you well. Service to each other and to the community were the cornerstones of your work. Each event was enhanced by the support you gave to one another. Giving back to the community you love was a common theme. Many of you will not remain here, for these little communities are too small to hold you. But your love of service and community will serve you well. You will bring pride and a good heart to any community that is fortunate enough to call you its own. And so it goes, my dear students. You have impressed me, motivated me, and warmed my heart. To quote a favorite song, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Today marks your first day as a Chippewa alumna. Wear that title with pride, as we will happily take pride in remembering each of you. In the coming days, weeks, and even years, take the time to offer your gratitude to the important people in your life. Don't hesitate to say thank you, offer praise, or tell them that you love them. Come back to Chippewa and tell us about your successes. Allow us to support you when your plans go awry. Wherever you may go, remember that the love and support of your families, your friends, and your school are with you every step of the way. Thank you, class of 2018, for allowing us all to bask in the warmth of your reflected glory. Go into the world with confidence. You've earned it. Please join me in welcoming Todd Dyer to the stage, who will present the Academic Commitment Award.
Starting with the class of 1996, Chippewa students have been recognized for their strong commitment to academic studies by demonstrating purpose, setting long and short-term goals, demonstrating perseverance, and producing quality work. We decided that the Chippewa learning community would recognize the senior who earned the most academic commitment credits in his or high school career. This year we had a tie between two students. As stated in our core values, learning requires courage, and the winners of our Academic Commitment Award have demonstrated that courage to work diligently and with purpose throughout their high school careers. The recipients this year were noted for their commitment 36 times throughout the course of their high school careers. I'm going to ask both of them to come up to the stage as their names are read. Please join me in recognizing Emma Krebs and Avery Sarah for their sense of
I welcome Mr. Parachi to the stage to present the certificate for community service.
Community service is among the most significant ways we promote giving back to the community and thereby teach and model our answering a call to citizenship learner outcome. Due to the importance that we place on service, it was decided that the senior who contributes the most community service hours will be recognized at graduation. I am pleased to announce that Brendan Cheney is our Community Service Award winner. Fire Department throughout high school. Brandon, please come on up. Brandon, thank you for your service to the community.
It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian. Please join me in welcoming Emma Krebs to the podium.
Welcome to the class of 2018 commencement ceremony. I would first like to thank all of the families, friends, and teachers, as well as Dr. Cosentino and members of the Board of Education who have allowed the class of 2018 to flourish and be here today. As a representative of the class, I am glad that you are able to see the reflection of your hard work. Today, we celebrate the culmination of your efforts, the experiences and lessons my classmates and I have shared. In psychology class this year, my teacher, Mr. Stinson, gave us a quote from the movie Cool Runnings about the Jamaican bobsled team working to be part of the Winter Olympics. In the movie, Coach Blitzer tells his athlete, "A gold medal is a wonderful thing, but if you are not well enough without it, you will never be enough with it." Throughout high school, there are three main aspects to perfect and balance: sleep, academics, and social life or extracurriculars. Guiding each student to success and optimal performance within the triangle are a high schooler's major influences: parents, friends, and teachers. It is with these individuals that a student explores their true character. We all strive to be the greatest versions of ourselves. But, as Coach Blitzer reminds his athletes, it is not recognition that defines the success of a person. Since kindergarten, I have grown up with 16 of the 62 students honored here today, and 44 since 6th grade. I can assure you, we are all more than 7 annual grades on paper. We are members of a family and a community. It has been our responsibility to make our voices heard when in times of uncertainty or dismay, just as high school students are now doing worldwide. There is power in change. Students have stood up and spoken up against gun violence and created local funds for communities in need after natural disasters. There are terrors in the world, but there are also moments to celebrate ways students have transformed their lives to live how they want, instead of strictly how life is presented. That is the power of change. We have seen its progression rapidly within the last few years, as situations have altered people's perceptions politically, environmentally, and socially. My classmates and I have been fortunate to live in a small community where we can make a difference. We have contributed to the school's environment by challenging the minds of our classmates through insights offered in discussions, as well as exploring school clubs to share our interests with larger communities. When changes are made, being satisfied with yourself and how we are all living is the ultimate accomplishment. This is exemplified by Coach Blitzer. Recognition does not give someone success. Earning the highest achievement possible in academics, sports, the arts, or a job does not define success. What does, however, is the mental and physical endurance of someone to build through self-fulfillment and earn those achievements. Without happiness, even the greatest successes will not be enough. Be happy and proud of the achievements made thus far. Much more is to come. We've grown up together. Trading silly bands and arguing over who is spiking the ball in Foursquare are two activities at Booth Free that are prevalent in my memory to this day. Condensing all 3 primary schools into Chippewa at the start of 6th grade brought new friendships that will continue to prevail in many years. Beginning school at Chippewa gave us the first experiences with the triangle, allowing us to practice juggling schoolwork, friends and activities, and sleep. Fast forward 3 years to the start of high school. Here, our teachers have watched us mature, with some students having had Mrs. Marr as their math teacher for 6 consecutive years. And, as I saw in multiple senior projects, I'm sure Mr. Spear will miss being considered the second TA by many students, being knowledgeable about who we are as learners and people. Through change, my classmates and I have personalized our Chippewa experience to make it what it is. One important lesson I have learned throughout high school is to refrain from spreading myself too thin, meaning don't overdo everything. This yields only mediocre work from what should have been completed at a much higher level. But, at the same time, I have also learned not to specialize too early. I'm sure my classmates agree with me, agree that we all have an understanding of what makes each one of us unique. We are able to support one another when it is needed the most. This characteristic that we all possess is vital to the makeup of our personalities and being faithful to our own morals. Being true to oneself is imperative for what is to come in the years to follow. Presented before you today are my classmates who hold strong ambitions for the future. The class of 2018 are aspiring lawyers, politicians, doctors and healthcare providers, realtors, agriculturalists, artists, and businessmen and women, just to name a few, determined to provide services to the community just as we all have received assistance in the past. It is evident we have made an impact on the Region 12 community as students. Now, it is time to use what we have learned to make a greater impact on society as citizens. The technological, environmental, and physical changes all of us have endured, together, have given us the strength to pinpoint our interests. It is with such exploration that we can help the world in a larger area of need. Hold on to your passions and do what is necessary to keep this source of happiness in your lives. With passion comes satisfaction, the satisfaction that makes your heart full, with or without gold medal recognition. With passion, we can all converge and make a difference in the world that is much more solid than anyone alone. So, for my classmates, continue to flaunt your intellect, athletic and artistic talents, your ambitions, and share your happiness with whomever you meet next. And, if you ever doubt yourself, remember our senior trip driver, Mo, and complete the task at hand with the ease of his perfect parallel parking. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Cosentino to come to the podium to confer our diplomas.
Good morning, everyone. Board of Education members, Region 12 staff, honored guests, families, friends, and class of 2018. What a glorious day. The sun is shining on you today. Congratulations to this outstanding class. We are here to celebrate your accomplishments. On behalf of the Board of Education and the outstanding educators who have touched your lives, congratulations to you and your families. We are in awe of your achievements and look forward to your great successes. As you know, I too am leaving Region 12 schools, so we have something in common. We are all saying goodbye to a safe, comfortable place full of love and support. We have made many friendships and bonds that can never be broken. Long-lasting connections with friends, teachers, staff, and community members. As the great Yogi Berra once said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. This is what I am doing, and so are you. I hope you enjoy the journey. I want to let you know it's okay to be leaving Chippewa unsure of what you want to be when you grow up. Honestly, I know many adults who still don't know. But regardless of whether you know what you want to do or you are still finding yourself, my message is still the same for all. Go out in the world and work hard. Don't make excuses for what is going wrong. Make plans to make things better. Don't give up on your dreams. Take risks to make them happen. Learn to internalize excellence and reflect on your choices so you become your best critic. Remember to always treat others the way you want to be treated. You may meet the same people on the way up the ladder as on the way down. So now it is time to look at your future and all that awaits you. The opportunities ahead of you are endless. Think of life as a snow globe. The more you shake it, the more exciting and interesting your life becomes. Remember to take on every day as a precious gift to make a positive impact on the life of others. As I stand here in front of you, I would like to share some advice. Remember the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, Chippewa. There is no substitute for hard work, kindness, and gratitude. Be patient, persevere, and don't give up. You can learn a lot from failure. Listen with intent to understand. Remember, anything worth achieving takes time and dedication. Do us all a favor and put down the phones and live in the moment. Don't let life pass you by. Absolutely. Have passion for what you do. They say people who love their jobs never work a day in their lives. Be happy, be creative, try new things. Your passion will make your life fun. My final piece of advice is to respect, love, and listen to your parents. They are the people in your life who love you best in the world. They were your first teachers, and they will be your forever teachers. It is amazing how much smarter they get as you get older. So now you are part of a very special group, Chippewa alum, with Mr. Workhoven, Mrs. Nicholas, Mr. Conway, Mrs. Temple, Ms. Britton, Mrs. Mercia, Mr. Larson, Mr. Scarola, Mrs. Stewart, and Mrs. Pitt. Region 12 and Chippewa will live in your hearts forever. Once a Spartan, always a Spartan. As we say farewell to SVS, I want to extend my sincere congratulations as we celebrate you, the class of 2018. Go into the world, reach for the stars, follow your dreams, and make us proud. As you move far or stay near, remember to keep Chippewa values in your heart. This will keep you on the right path, and you will take your home with you wherever you land. We are confident you will go into the world, do great things, and make us proud. And now, as Superintendent of Region 12 Schools, I hereby certify that the graduates have met all the qualifications as established by the Region 12 Board of Education and the State of Connecticut. I present the Chippewa class of 2018. Now is the time to receive your diplomas. Congratulations.
Jack Harrison Wright. Walter James Wolford. Hunter Waters Wilson. Chandler Edward Weatherby. Kyle Van Westervelt. Emily Jordan Ward. Raziel Spirit Vargas. Alan James Stinson. Jacob Collins Stanley. Pietro Miguel Sproviero. Sierra Rose Seletsky. Anastasia Slastushinskaya. Avery Rose Sarah. John Wagner Rausch. Jessica Viviana Rivera. Connor James Richardson. Michelle Marie Randall. Nadia Catherine Raz. Samuel James Ponsalillo. Rosalind Sky Athena Hinney. Arturo Javier Ortega. Patrick Michael O'Rourke. Avery Ann Miriam Noto. Olivia Marie Moore. Jonathan Robert McCarran. Sean Patrick McCabe. Colin David Mariani. Samuel Leonard Michelli. Patrick Joseph Levine. Olivia Jean Laudier. Joseph LeMay. Maxwell John Krantz. James Cornelius Kennedy. Lily Catherine Keefe. Nicholas Connor Ianazo. Michael Patrick Ianazo. Katrina Lyman Hook. Alvin John Hermans. Alexis Marie Gilbo. Melanie Nicole Graham. William Cole Girano. James Leonard Foote. Nicholas Edward Fleming. Michael Nicholas Fiore. Benjamin Patrick Farrell. Andres Espinoza. Mackenzie Ray Durkin. Catherine Amber Denico. Alicia May Crossley. Olivia Catherine Cody. Brandon Michael Cheney. Armin Sirich. Seth Warner Keiko. Emily Alice Bullock. Emmeline Maya Brenner. Zachary Kimball Bowman. Cassidy Denise Borger. Spencer Christensen Bilabreski. Madison Mackenzie Baker. Tierney Marie Kovacs. Emma Grace Krebs. Congratulations, class of 2018. I now ask our president, Tierney Kovacs, to lead her class in the ceremonial turning of the tassel.
All right, Tierney.
I welcome to the stage our Associate Principal, Ms. Ferreira, to announce our senior project with excellence and distinction.
Each year, Chapag recognizes those seniors who have demonstrated excellence and distinction in Senior Project. As many of you know, Senior Project is a year-long course where students research a challenging topic and then develop and implement a plan to achieve a specific goal. In this senior class, students jumped out of planes, won awards at Model UN, they developed a wide range of new skills. They can now sell you a house, walk you through the grieving process, keep you well fed, build you just about anything your heart desires. 3 students focused on designing and constructing clothing and shoes. 11 students worked on keeping the staff fit, coached our elementary and middle school student sports teams, and volunteered to coach local recreation teams. 4 of our young men dedicated their year to becoming certified EMTs and firefighters. Others sought the American dream, found happiness, prepared outstanding Italian food, and transported rescue dogs to their forever homes. Throughout their year, these seniors raised over $12,600 for charities such as Project Purple, Concussion Awareness, Cancer Research, the Danbury Women's Center, the Prevention Council, Camp Jonathan, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and for Puerto Ricans who suffered in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. These accomplished seniors also touched the lives of over 1,200 students and community members with programs and services they provided throughout the year. Students who earned this award for excellence and distinction in Senior Project have demonstrated outstanding commitment, diligence, and passion towards their project. So much so that their good work has now become a part of who each of these students are and who we are. I will read the names of these students and ask them to stand. Audience, I will ask you to please hold your applause until all students have been announced. It is my honor to call the names of Brandon Cheney, Emma Krebs, Olivia Laudier, Maxwell Krantz, Olivia Moore, Avery Noto, Michelle Randall, John Roush, and Hunter Wilson. pleasure to introduce this year's faculty speaker. The faculty speaker, as you may already know, is chosen by the senior class as a teacher who represents both commitment and caring towards the senior class. As much as anyone, I love beautiful words, but sometimes saying something simple is enough. So I'm going to just say 3 simple sentences about this teacher. He loves Chippewa, he loves his students, and we love him. Welcome, Mr. Stinson.
Dr. Cosentino, Mrs. Gallo, members of the Board of Ed, my colleagues, families, and most importantly, class of 2018. Thank you for this honor. As I started to think about this speech, I knew that there were some things that I did not want to say. I didn't want to repeat the same messages that I'm sure you have heard and will hear throughout this day. Everywhere you turn, there are commencement addresses filled with life lessons and advice. One of the best that I ever heard encouraged everyone to make their bed every day. And if you sweat the small stuff, you never have to worry about the big stuff. So I will not say that. And I will not say that I am proud of you, because you already know. You have worked and pushed and scratched to get to this point, and having watched you, it's been a privilege of my life. I will not say that the future is bright, because based on your decisions for your near future and the paths that you have chosen, you already know that to be true. So what do I really want to say? What message can I give that will be meaningful and valuable? I thought about all of the hats that I'm wearing as I stand up here: teacher, coach, class advisor, and father. How can I possibly say what I believe the future holds for you? All of the hopes, the fears, but mostly hopes. So I figured I would do what I do best. I'm gonna tell a story. Stop rolling your eyes, Alan, you haven't heard this one yet. So this story starts in upstate New York in 1977. I was on the playground at school when I met Troy. Like most innocent 7-year-olds, I said hi, and then I asked Troy why his lips were purple. He told me that his lips were purple because of his heart. I said, heart? He said, yes, his heart. And then he asked, do you want to see my scar? Of course, the only appropriate answer to that is yes. Troy and I went on to become very good friends. He taught me the value of believing every day was going to be a good one. You see, his heart condition could have made him bitter and miserable, but it didn't. He chose to believe that life was there to be enjoyed. One of Troy's favorite things was rainbows. There were lots of reasons why, but I believe it's because you can't help but smile when you see them. Troy passed away at the age of 13, but sure enough, that day, there was a rainbow. So why this story? What could it possibly have to do with a high school graduation? For me, it contains the most important advice I can offer: the power of belief. Belief in the future, belief in others, but most importantly, believing in yourself. At every major sports event, when a team is down, you hear players and fans saying, you've got to believe. Even Hollywood gets it. One of my favorite lines of all time comes from The Empire Strikes Back. Luke was trying to raise his X-Wing from the water and failed. He turns to Yoda and says, Master, I don't believe. Yoda's response, that is why you failed. How many stories have you heard where the hero ultimately triumphs when he fully believes that he or she is able to? Even one of the most downloaded songs of all time, you know that one about a small town girl or a city boy, urges you to constantly, don't stop believing. Believing in yourself is never an easy thing to do. Life will find many opportunities to make you doubt, to make you question your worth. remember, as my mother would always say, your worth as a person comes from who you are and how you treat others. I have seen your worth. You are extraordinary people. As I stand here as a class advisor, I think back to one of the coldest senior trips in memory. We went south and still only managed to find 40-degree temperatures. Yet you believed that it was going to be a fantastic time, and some of you were even genuinely disappointed that the water park was closed. Your commitment to each other on this trip, the belief that Mo could park the bus anywhere, the belief that you would make memories that you cherish, made it one of my most memorable trips ever. So I stand here as a dad. I want you all to know that you need to believe in yourselves. You are the ones who are going to make this world a wonderful place. Sure, you're going to fall down along the way, and you will most likely scrape your knees and elbows, but you need to get back up. And more importantly, you need to believe that you will get back up. Every single time. This world needs you to believe that. It is counting on you. I am not saying it'll be easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. But I believe that you will do this. So as I stand here as a teacher, I think of all the times you have faced doubt in the classroom and made the important decision to not give up, to not settle for good enough, to believe that you are capable and you can do better. Just look around at your classmates and see the amount of success that is currently sitting in the chairs on either side of me. Finally, I want to leave you with some small words of wisdom from one of the greatest teachers ever, even if he was only on a TV show. That teacher was Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. At the end of the show's run, the kids in the class asked him how he knew they were ready to move on. His answer was simple. He said he knew them to be good people. He went on, believe in yourselves, dream, try, do good. And I love you all. Class dismissed. Godspeed, class of 2018, but you better come back and visit.
Because today is a celebration of our senior class, it is fitting that the class president, Tierney Kovacs, deliver the closing reflections. This year is especially significant because Tierney serves as a dual role, our salutatorian and our class president. For some unknown reason, she chose not to speak twice. Go figure. Please join me in welcoming Tierney as she shares her salutaprezatory address.
Thank you, Mrs. Gallo, for the kind introduction. Welcome families, friends, faculty, and of course the Chippewa Valley graduating class of 2018. It would be extremely difficult to summarize our class, our experiences, and our accomplishments over the last 4 years in one short speech, but I'll give it a shot. Always remember who you wanted to be. That was the bumper sticker that I saw a few weeks ago that really left an impression on me. As I was driving, I realized this is what I wanted to speak about at graduation. And after seeing this, I spent the remainder of the drive reflecting on my high school experience and asked myself if I have taken advantage of the past 4 years to become who I dreamed of being. I thought back on the goals I had for myself, starting from freshman year, and I saw how some of these goals changed while others stayed the same. No matter what the circumstances were, I persevered to accomplish them. After thinking about my own goals and achievements, I thought about this class and how every single student here has set a goal and worked hard each and every day to achieve it. The strength, perseverance, and dedication this class has shown to fulfilling their goals and dreams is not something you see at every high school, and is something special about our class. Our class is a mix of unique, strong-minded, and compassionate individuals. One thing we have in common, though, is our dedication to strive until we achieve what we set our minds
Our class is a mix of unique, strong-minded, and compassionate individuals. One thing we have in common, though, is our dedication to strive until we achieve what we set our minds to. I don't want to brag about our class and all they have done, but we have some really talented people here. We have Berkshire League All-Stars, All-State athletes, Halo Award winners, Scholastic Art Award recipients, debate team state qualifiers, Model UN Best Delegate Award winners, and so much more. And yes, it is a mouthful. What allowed these students sitting before you to be able to accomplish these goals and to be where they are today is not pure talent or natural ability. It is their drive and motivation to chase what they want, and I can't wait to see what our class will accomplish in the upcoming years. Besides the talent, another quality that is characteristic of the class of 2018 is the empathy and compassion of the students. No matter who it was or when it was, our class is always more than willing to rally together and support one another in any time of need. Now we're starting a new and uncertain part of our lives. We are straying from what we've always known as we leave behind the Chippewa chapter and start a new one. It's exhilarating because we can mold ourselves to be whoever we want to be, but it's also intimidating because we don't know what's going to happen. And starting now, we are the authors of our own stories. Change is scary, but it is good and it's inevitable, and we have to embrace it. Miss Marr has often said to me that the path would become clear even if I didn't see it yet. We don't know what awaits us in our futures, but I'm confident we will all end up where we are supposed to be. For all of us soon-to-be Chippewa alumni, let's take risks, challenge ourselves, and take advantage of all the opportunities in life, trusting that the path will become clear. As we do this, we should remember who we want to be. Time passes, people change, and life goes on. The most important thing there is in life is to be genuinely happy with yourself and all of your decisions. I know we have all talked about this day and shared how we can't wait to be graduates, but now that it's finally here, let's always remember to persevere, even when there are obstacles that seem too high to climb. Remember our paths will become clear at some point. We should never forget who we dream of becoming. We should remember who we always wanted to be, and make sure we don't compromise what we have worked for. The world is in our hands now, and the sky is the limit, so think big, and don't just reach for the stars, reach even higher. I would like to thank everyone in my class for all the memories we have shared, as well as the teachers and staff who have guided us through this journey. Dr. Cosentino, thank you for leading Chippewa to where it is today. A special thank you to Mrs. Gallo for working hard to make our school such a special place and always putting her students first. Parents, families, friends, thank you for the love and support you have given and continue to give as we start our new journey. Lastly, thank you to everyone who has been there for the past 4 years, and again, congratulations to the class of 2018 as they end this chapter and start their next one. Thank you.
It is my honor now to present to you the Chippewa Valley School class of 2018. Please rise.
Oh, I don't know each one. Oh, you. I think it's so close.
Yeah, baby Michael! Hey, Lise, right straight ahead. Put it down here. I just thought maybe if I get the aisle.